Guys, this is Dark Horse, and today we are talking about our first video in which we actually cover skiing on the Concept2 machine. This is an exciting day. Now, the great part about what we're talking about today are two of the positions you need to learn as you are understanding how to use the Concept2 SkiErg, not the rowing erg. Now, if you guys have watched a lot of our videos before, you should be very comfortable with, especially if you've watched our 4 basic position videos in which we talk about the catch, the drive, the release, the recovery. You're going to find that what we talk about today matches up pretty similar to what we're talking about there. Okay? Now, the two positions we're going to focus on today are the pull-push phase and the recovery. Okay? Now, the pull-push is effectively the drive as you would know it on the rowing erg. And the recovery is exactly the same thing. It's the recovery phase where you're collecting yourself and you're using and collecting this potential energy to be turned into kinetic energy as I take it through the stroke. Okay? So that's really what we're trying to accomplish today, is understanding those two positions. Now, I'm going to start with the pull-push phase. Now, I'm saying pull-push as in these are the pulls if I were skiing. So I'm thinking pull-push. Now, it's not like in rowing where we would be thinking pull, in rowing we want to think push against the machine. Same concept applies here. We want to be thinking push against the handles, not pulling the handles to us or pulling them down, just like we would never talk about pulling the handle to us when we're rowing. So in that pull-push phase, what we are thinking about is getting tall, and that the action, or the moment of action where we really engage, is A, with a bent arm. In skiing, the phrase is that a bent arm is a strong arm. And with that bent arm, I'm going to drop. And it's that moment of drop where I transfer that potential energy into kinetic energy and apply it to the machine. Okay? I am not trying to rip it with my arms. I'm trying to hang. I'm getting tall up onto my toes. I'm not leaning forward and getting off balance. I'm also not opening up and leaning back. I'm just getting tall and comfortable. And then with that bent arm, I'm dropping and I'm crunching onto that handle. And what you'll find is that in rowing, it's very posterior chain dominant. In skiing, it's very anterior chain dominant. You should feel that anterior chain getting worked when I go to drop into that pull-push phase. Right? Now, I'm just going to ski a few strokes, if you will, so that you can see what this looks like, in that I'm getting tall and dropping, allowing that drop to really create the speed where I'm imagining that I'm planting the poles in the ground and then I'm pushing the ground away from me and I'm pushing myself through the poles. All right? So just watch as I take a few strokes. So I'm not falling forward into the machine. I'm not leaning back. I'm trying to get tall, almost thinking hollow. Bent arm is a strong arm, and then I drop onto that handle. Now, what you also notice is that recovery phase, which we know so well from learning how to row properly, is very similar. Once I have followed through with those handles, I need to collect myself. And as I am recovering, I can't do any work to the machine. So I want to allow myself to collect, spending as little energy as possible, in effect recovering during the recovery phase, right? I want to collect, recover, and then head into my next stroke. So that's the recovery phase. Again, if you've watched our videos with Dark Horse, that should not be a new concept to you. Now you just get to apply it to a new machine. Guys, expect to see more videos about the Concept2 SkiErg coming up with Dark Horse, but for now, that is our first video on the SkiErg. Exciting day. Look for more. Also, post your questions in the comments below. Post what videos you want to see below so that we can make sure we are serving you guys as best as possible. Guys, this is Dark Horse. Make sure you sign up for the Dark Horse newsletter, The Hustler's Guide to Rowing, and maybe soon skiing, in which you will get our latest video and blog article every single Tuesday in your inbox. Guys, we love you. We'll see you on the other side. Hey guys, this is Dark Horse Rowing, and today we are talking about which is better, rowing, running, or walking. Now, the important thing for us to understand is really what is our evaluation method between